Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Alright, let's dive into the exciting world of Albion online updates and how one can potentially introduce a feature that, while seemingly innovative, might just break the game's delicate balance. We'll explore a hypothetical skill synergy system and how, without careful planning and consideration for the wider ecosystem, it could create a broken meta and significantly alter player behavior. We'll even look at pseudo code examples to illustrate the points. Albion Online, the ecosystem and the challenge of updates. Before we jump into the specifics of a broken feature, it's crucial to understand what makes Albion Online a unique challenge for game developers. Full loot PvP every death is significant. This inherently creates a high-stakes environment where balance is paramount. A small advantage can snowball into a huge power discrepancy. Sandbox economy. The player-driven economy is incredibly sensitive. Changes that affect crafting, refining, or resource gathering can have cascading effects across the entire system. Complex combat system. The deep and intricate combat system relies on a rock-paper-scissors approach with counters and hard counters. Introduce something too powerful or too universally applicable, and you risk invalidating entire builds. Large player base. Albion's player base is diverse, from hardcore gankers to peaceful gatherers and crafters. A poorly implemented feature can alienate or heavily disadvantage a significant portion of the community. Hypothetical broken feature, the skill synergy system. Let's imagine the development team at Sandbox Interactive decides to implement a skill synergy system in Albion Online. The stated goal is to promote build diversity and reward players for strategic combinations of skills and equipment. Initially, good intentions. The core idea behind skill synergy is that using specific skills in sequence or in close proximity will grant temporary buffs or enhanced effects. These synergies are designed to reward players for intelligent build crafting and coordinated teamwork. How the system might work. Code example, conceptual. Let's pretend Albion's code is based on a simplified C variant, for readability. Explanation of the simplified code. Skill class. Represents a skill in the game. It includes properties like name, type, cooldown, cast time, and most importantly, a synergies array. This array lists the skills with which it has a defined synergy. Character class. Represents a player character. It has a list of equipped skills and a function check synergies that's called after a skill is cast. Check synergies iterates through the character's equipped skills and checks if any of them have a synergy with the skill that was just used. If a synergy is found, it's activated, and a bonus effect is applied. Example usage. Shows a basic setup where two characters, one with Holy Flash and Smite, and the other with Fireball and Ignite, are created and cast their skills. How the skill synergy system could go wrong, and become broken. Here's where the problems can arise. 1. Overpowered synergies. Scenario. A synergy between a specific weapon ability, example a dagger's throwing blades, and a specific chest armor ability, example a hunter jacket's swiftness shot, grants an unintended combination of damage and mobility that significantly outperforms all other options. Why it's broken. It creates a must-have build. Players are incentivized to only use this combination, leading to homogenization of the meta and a lack of diversity. The full loot PvP aspect amplifies this problem. Players who don't use the broken build are at a significant disadvantage. Code example, synergy effect. 2. Unintended interactions. Scenario. The synergy system interacts in unexpected ways with existing game mechanics. For example, a synergy that grants increased crowd control, CC, duration stacks multiplicatively with existing CC duration buffs, resulting in enemies being permanently locked down. Why it's broken. It invalidates existing counterplay mechanisms. Abilities designed to cleanse or reduce CC become useless. This leads to frustrating gameplay experiences and can make certain combat roles, example tanks or supports focused on CC mitigation, completely unviable. Code example 3 dominance of specific weapon lines scenario the synergies are disproportionately beneficial to certain weapon lines, like daggers or cursed staffs, making them overwhelmingly powerful compared to other weapons. Why it's broken. It eliminates build diversity. Players feel forced to play these meta weapon lines if they want to be competitive. This is particularly problematic because Albion's combat system is designed to allow for a wide range of viable builds. It can also negatively affect the economy by increasing demand for specific weapon types and decreasing demand for others. Code example, poorly designed synergies. 4 complexity overload and barrier to entry scenario the system is so complex that new players are overwhelmed. Understanding all the potential synergies requires extensive research and experimentation. Why it's broken. It creates an uneven playing field. Veteran players have a significant advantage because they understand the intricacies of the system, while new players struggle to keep up. This can lead to player attrition and a negative perception of the game. Albion Online thrives on a healthy influx of new players, so anything that creates a barrier to entry is detrimental. Mitigation. Good UI/UX, clear in-game tooltips, and readily available community resources, guides, wikis, are critical for making the system accessible. However, if the underlying design is inherently complex, even the best UI can only do so much. 5 exploitable mechanics. Scenario. Players discover loopholes or unintended interactions that allow them to exploit the system for unfair advantages. For example, a specific sequence of skills, when combined with a particular item enchantment, allows for near instantaneous cooldown resets. Why it's broken. It disrupts the intended gameplay flow and can be incredibly frustrating for players who are playing fairly. Exploits can also destabilize the economy if they allow players to generate resources or currency in an unintended way. The development team has to dedicate significant resources to patching these exploits, diverting attention from other important tasks. How to avoid breaking the game. Best practices. Implementing a new feature like the skill synergy system requires careful planning, rigorous testing, and a deep understanding of Albion Online's core mechanics. Here are some best practices to follow. 1. Define clear goals and scope. What problem are you trying to solve? What do you hope to achieve with this feature? Clearly defining the goals and scope will help you stay focused and avoid feature creep. 2. Thorough design and balancing. Carefully design each synergy effect, considering its impact on the overall balance of the game. Avoid multiplicative stacking of buffs or debuffs. Prefer additive stacking or diminishing returns. Implement internal cooldowns or limits on the frequency of synergy procs to prevent abuse. Consider adding randomness to synergy activation to prevent predictable and easily optimized builds. 3. Extensive testing, internal and external. Internal testing is crucial for identifying obvious bugs and balance issues. Invite a select group of experienced players to participate in a closed beta test. Gather their feedback and use it to refine the system. Run a public test server, PTS, to expose the system to a wider audience and identify more obscure issues. 4. Data monitoring * track how players are using the synergy system after it's released. Monitor win rates, build diversity, and economic indicators to identify any unforeseen consequences. 5. Iterative development and agile balancing * be prepared to make adjustments to the system based on player feedback and data analysis. Don't be afraid to nerf overpowered synergies or buff underperforming ones. Albion Online requires constant balancing, and new features will inevitably disrupt the existing equilibrium. 6. Communicate transparently * keep the player base informed about the development process, your design decisions, and any changes you make to the system. Transparency builds trust and helps to manage expectations. 7. Consider alternative solutions * sometimes, the best solution is not to introduce a new system, but to address the underlying problems with existing mechanics. For instance, if the goal is to promote build diversity, consider rebalancing existing skills or items instead of introducing a complex synergy system. Conclusion: the skill synergy system, like any complex feature in a game like Albion Online, has the potential to be either a great success or a catastrophic failure. By carefully considering the points discussed above and adopting a data-driven and iterative approach, the developers can minimize the risk of introducing a broken mechanic and ensure that the new system enhances the overall gameplay experience. The key is to approach balance with a delicate touch and prioritize the long-term health of the Albion Online ecosystem.